Hello, my name is Faisal Masood, and in this video and a series of videos after that, I'm going to talk about my experiences over the last couple of years in doing machine learning projects in enterprise environment. I'll talk about the challenges I have faced, and not only I'll share what I have learned with you, I will also bring in experts from different fields to show different perspective and how you can apply those learnings for the things that you do in your machine learning initiatives. So let's start with first thing first, and I want to talk about some of the challenges that we faced in machine learning projects, at least what I have faced, and I've seen it lots of other projects having similar challenges and how we overcome that. So first thing first is when we start doing a machine learning, what we do is we Google machine learning and we take some courses or we read just some books. And generally what happens is we focus on the tuning and building of the model itself. What we do is we have a nice set of data in a CSV format, for example. We download that set and we start doing modeling on that. And that's basically the focus area in general, what I have seen. But as per the Google paper, as you see the link in the bottom of this slide, there are many more components on top of just the model building and tuning. You need to first understand what data you need and where to get that data. You need to clean that data, you need to process that data at scale. Then you need to have some tool set to visualize that data to do exploratory data analysis. Once we do that, you may need to have storage that can scale with your data grows. Then you need to make sure the data scientists, when they do hyperparameter tuning or different combinations of model parameters, they want to keep that record in some model tracking database so that it can share across different teams. Then, when the model is ready, you need some tooling to promote it to production so it's consumable by different consumers. The most popular choice is HTTP, REST API. And once the model is going into production, it doesn't stop there because real world changes all the time. So you need to make sure that the model is continuously delivering the value that is expected out of it. So you need monitoring tools. So you can trigger, for example, retraining or go to some different model to achieve the outcome. So the focus should not be only building and tuning, should be across all these components. And that's one of the key factors to make your machine learning initiative a successful one. The second thing when we talk about is machine learning lifecycle. And in that, what happens is what I assume when I started a few years ago is you have the data, you just tune and build the model and deploy the model, and that's it. But as you see from this, from the real life experience, is it's lots of other things. There's lots of repetition. There are lots of tasks that you need to do again and again. For example, metric to optimize. When you build a model, you say, okay, it's not performing X per your expectations, and do it again. And once you do it, maybe the real world moves to some other problem, and your model is not very useful. So the focus is to make sure that somehow we cannot the thing is we cannot stop that to happen. That's the real world is, but what we can do is automate things, bring some best practices, and making sure that we can do all these steps as effectively and as fast as possible. The third challenge that I've seen in the field is when we talk about data collection and SMEs and feature engineering and exposing data, your model as an API. So it's not a job of one person and one team. It needs collaboration across different teams within the organization. And this is just one example here, but you see, it's a large set of users, a large set of individuals or teams that can come together to have a single goal and to bring on the protocols to communicate effectively, to bring on the technology that can help the team to work autonomously is the key, and the collaboration is one of the most challenging bit in having a successful machine learning initiative in your organization. So what can we learn from the existing software development practices, right? Because when you build an API or a website or some application, we know that there are lots of maturity around that areas. We have DevSecOps, for example, we have CI/CD, we have lots of automation around, and some organizations deploy many times a day. How can we learn from those practices and policies and see if we can tune it up so we can apply on the machine learning projects? Because I came from a software engineering background, so I understand all these existing software engineering processes. And what we can do is see what benefit they bring and how they bring it on, and bring start to use some new tooling, some new processes, some new techniques in the machine learning initiatives, so we can have the similar benefits. Now, because the data science project is totally different as compared to a normal software engineering project, I will not say totally, but lots of things differ. So existing policies or procedures cannot be applied as it is. So for this, we have to come up with new tools, new techniques, and new initiatives. So this is one of the emerging field in the machine learning at the moment. Is called MLOps, and MLOps is the one that will help us out to bring to speed up our machine learning life cycle and create value for the business. In the next few videos, I'll be talking about different components of MLOps, and we'll start focusing on individual components and start drilling down into that. If you like the video, hit subscribe button, hit the like button, and then I'll see you next time. Thank you.